Continuing the series on the functions found on the side panel, this time the Protocol tab. Let's take a look. Let's sign in as Demo1. Let's bring up the monitor view. Let's hide the media. And let's look at the Protocol tab. Relatively simple. We have the protocol profile, 4 referential SPUs, 6 differential SPUs. Currently showing channel 1. If we click on SPU 2, we can see that it's now showing the protocol profile for channel 2. Similarly, we can show all 4 referential. We can show all 6 differential, which are currently not programmed at all. Okay, so let's go back to SPU 1, and the protocol profile here reflects what we're seeing here in SPU 1. To illustrate that, I can pick one of these and bring it up, and there it is over there. If we were to save that as our design, our protocol design, then that feature there would be maintained. If we don't save it, then it will be lost. There are some tools here to help with things. We can sometimes you're required to move the whole protocol up or down the band, depending on the age of the client. So there's a little tool to help you do that. You can see it moving to the left, and similarly we can move it up to the right. Now each of these bins, represented by a disk, is 1 hertz. And we can see down here we're going from 0 to 40 hertz. We can expand that out, or we can move it the other way, I believe. To pick out one particular bin, we might want that one to be added to the inhibits, and that immediately gets reflected there as well. Let's double illustrate that. We can see it there. Okay, the other tools here. Most of the energy in the EEG is in the lower frequencies, and it might be that you don't want the lower frequencies dominating your protocol. So in fact, you can apply a 1 on F filter, and just watch the effect of the 1 on F filter as we apply it here. Ready, set, go. And there. So it diminishes the influence of the lower frequencies while maintaining the higher frequencies. And we can see it there as well. Just to show that we're still live, we can bring that up there, and we see it there. Other tools. Well, you might want to inhibit everything. Let's say you want to do that. So rewards are in green, inhibits are in red. Double plus means it's full. 1 plus means it's half. And that applies a weighting to the influence of that particular bin on the overall reward or inhibit that gets generated. So if we click full and apply it to theta reward, let's not do that. Let's go to a beta low reward. Click that, and we can see that it's gone to the maximum. Now, if we click half strength and click it again, we'll see that it's gone to half strength. That says that there's a multiplying factor here, that if it's full strength, all the energy in that particular bin is carried forward to be considered whether a reward or inhibit is generated. If it's less than that, we can set any arbitrary value that we're saying that this frequency here, this bin here, has less influence than the one next to it in terms of generating rewards for inhibits. That's the principle. There's a multiplying factor there. We got bands up there for EMG. We want to inhibit EMG. Let's do that and then find the EMG frequencies, which are up around 200 hertz. There they are. Just to show that we can put there and click again, and we will restore them to 0. If we wanted to reward EMG for some strange reason, we might put it at half strength and then click EMG, and there it is. And for this, EMG is defined, looks like it, by about 95 hertz and going up to probably 200 hertz. There we go, up to 200 hertz. That's what we've defined as the EMG band. We can, having made all those changes, we're not happy with them. We want to restore it, and thus we've restored it to how it originally appeared. And we can reset it all to 0 if we want to start again. There. We're back to restore. All frequencies. Do we want to inhibit all frequencies? We go to half strength inhibit and click all. And I'm not sure what happened there. Half strength inhibit, all. No, not sure. Okay, so what else is here? That might be a bug. The only other factor here is to save your design as your design. So you modified a previous design. You want to keep that. Automatically, when you save it, it will be saved as part of your library. But when it comes to a protocol, there are things to decide. So you need to give it a name. You need to perhaps give it a description as to what it's intended to do. Duration. You can change the duration from 5 minutes to 60 minutes. That will automatically flow through to the session, and the session will time out after the period, the duration that you set here. Repetitions, we don't currently use that. Number of channels, 2 channels. Perhaps you want a 4-channel protocol. Number of bins. Generally, the smaller the number of bins, the better in terms of processor load. But if you wanted to look at EMG, then you need a lot of bins. You can determine for however many channels you've set. In this case, we've set 4. You can determine which site goes to which channel. Here we've got C3, C4, C3, and C4. So it's really for a 2-channel protocol, but we can change it. C4, we can change it to OZ. The ones in square bracket are the ones that are supported by the QWiz CAP automatic switching capability. Do you want to link your reference electrodes, true or false? Do you want continuous electrode impedance to be measured? This is really only applicable for 2-channel. Doesn't work for 4-channel, but true or false? Generally true if it's a 2-channel. And then how you want to publish, whether it's to yourself, whether it's to a client, or whether your clients, or whether it's to the general public. And having done that, having given it a unique name, you save it to the database and it appears as your library.